Hey y'all. Okay, so like it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm about to get ready for work, but I just want to stop and make this video real quick because I really want to show y'all or tell y'all my New York Fashion Week experience. Okay, so first things first, if you don't know, I'm Jennifer, owner, self-taught fashion designer, Jennifer Nicole. I decided that I want to, take a step out on faith, just throw myself out there as a designer because I'm really not getting no play for real, just posting my stuff and just, just making things for myself. Like, I've learned that people want to see other people wearing your things. People want to see other people doing things. And then I don't want to say follow along, but, it's like, oh, I like that. Where you get that from? Instead of just me always making my own things and like, yeah, it looks good on you, but can you make it look good on anybody else type of thing? At least that's how my mind works. But if you're not no well-known fashion designer, if you're not no celebrity, if you're not no huge influencer, well-known influencer, you don't get invited to these things just to be invited. They have to know you. They have to know your work. They have to, So I had to pay. You have to pay for these things if you're not invited. And so I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it. Invest in myself. And I did it. Now, I will say, even though it came out nice, the pictures are beautiful, the models look great, overall, the experience was horrible. Okay? Horrible. Now, let me tell y'all why it was horrible. Okay? Number one, the communication was horrible. Like, in the beginning, before they take your money, they active, they responding back fast. You know how I go. Answering all your questions. You do more research because you see on their Instagram page that, it's booming. People are real deal doing this. I've seen some actual influencers use them before. What I should have known when they changed their name, it was a problem. They rebranded themselves. But they changed their name. I should have known something then. But I was like, no, I just seen an influencer go there last year, blah, 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 blah. Or not last year, a few years ago, blah, 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 blah. But, I think it'll be straight, whatever. And their price was cheaper than some other runway productions. But, yeah. So the guy is, actually emailing me back within a good amount of time. We schedule a call to talk, whatever. Okay, boom, he sent over the contract. I signed the contract and I make my first initial payment. Okay, boom, everything is all good. He told me I'm supposed to get like a welcome aboard package letter type of thing. That's not his words, but that's basically what it is. I forgot what he actually said, but it's basically like a welcome aboard package that's supposed to have all the information that I need to know for Fashion Week. Okay, I don't get it. And I want to say I applied or signed this contract back in June or July. So Fashion Week happens in February and in September. So I knew they was preparing for the September show. And I had my own things going on as well, like work, leave, and all this extra stuff. So I was doing all that stuff. So I wasn't too much tripping until like September came. I'm like, hey, like I didn't get no welcome aboard package or anything. And I'm trying to ask him questions because on their website, they had Fashion Week dates for like the weekend of Valentine's Day, 14th, 15th time frame. But then on the actual fashion website, I forgot the name of it. It's like CDFA or CFDA, whatever. Where you actually track what's going on in the fashion world. They changed the dates. So it's like, okay, well, this website says this website said that. I need to know because I'm all the way in Korea and I'm not going to be paying for plane tickets and booking a hotel and it's the wrong dates. Like, it's not as simple as it would be if I was in the States just to change my flight, And these tickets expensive and I'm paying for two people, me and my daughter. But yeah, so I'm emailing and I got more questions and he ain't responding. So I finally get on the website and I schedule a call with him. So it's 6 a.m. my time, 4 p.m. their time. I'm 14 hours ahead Eastern Standard Time. So 14 hours ahead. So I'm waking up super early just so I can get on this call to talk to this man and ask him all the questions. He told me where the venue was. He told me that there's supposed to be an orientation on that Thursday before the show. Didn't tell me a venue. He said more details to come, per usual. He told me that there's going to be like a mixer thing. All this stuff I'm supposed to get, tell them how many models I need, all that. And he was like, you haven't received the package? I'm like, no. And I asked about the dates, and he was like, yeah, they did change the dates. Sorry, we didn't update the website, but I'm glad you're on top of things, type of thing, whatever. He told me that as a designer, I get VIP to the after party, and I get a +1. You know, I have, you know, all that's in the contract. You get staff badges for your people who's going to help you backstage, your model passes for any models that you bring in, PR passes for any, you know, press that you bring in, all that. And when I say press, I mean like your own photographers and stuff. Like, they do have photographers for you, but you can bring your own as well for your own content type thing. All right, boom. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, thank you. He was like, he gave me a link to a portal to upload all my stuff. So like my logo, my music file, how many looks I'm doing, if I'm bringing any models, put their information down, any staff I'm bringing, put their information down, all that. This was in September now, September-October time frame. I'm doing that, and I'm still trying to contact them because I have more questions. Like, I feel like they should have one person who is like a liaison for you, who you can just pick their brain of things, because like, I've never done this before. I have a million questions, things I didn't think of the first time when I talked to you. I have more questions, especially I'm trying to get my family out here, and y'all told me that y'all can give me, you know, like 2 tickets, 2 free tickets for my family. But then I told you, you know, I'm all the way in South Korea, and all this extra stuff, so you was willing to work with me and give me more tickets, but then when it come down to it, I ain't ever get them things. Whole nother story. And then, I want to say I scheduled 2 calls with him. After the second call, he put me in contact with 3 people. One of them were very consistent in emailing me until the week of the show. And when I asked about having, you know, the two free tickets, they never sent them. And, hold on, Gab. Go watch TV. I'm making a video. I'll fix it. Bye. I never got those 2 tickets. They never sent them to me because everything's supposed to be virtual from what they told me. I never got my model pass because I brought 1 model, and I requested for them to give me 14 models. Never got my staff badges for my 2 friends who were coming to help me. Never got any press for the press I would have. Like, I didn't get anything. The week of the show, no communication at all. I uploaded all my stuff on that portal that he told me, and then randomly the portal stopped working. This probably happened like December time frame. So I'm emailing the lady. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to upload the rest of my stuff on the portal, but it's not working. It says contact administrator. They was like, oh, just send it on the Google Drive. So they gave me the Google Drive link, and I was like, okay, are y'all still gonna have access to the other stuff that I already uploaded? So it was like my bio, my logo, and the looks and all that stuff I had already uploaded. So she was like, oh yeah, we'll see. I ended up just sending it to her in the Google Drive anyway, because I ain't got time for y'all to be losing my stuff, and by the time I get there, y'all don't have nothing I need, and I look stupid out there. So I resent it all through the Google Drive thing. I put everybody's information, email, phone, name, and they're supposed to get sent the passes they need to work. Never have received them. And like I said, the week of the show, nobody contacted me. Nobody emailed me back. Nobody answered the phone. So I arrived on Wednesday, February the 6th. I get there. Apparently orientation was Thursday. Didn't have a time, didn't have a location, because apparently they've been doing different venues for everything. So like the model casting that they did Tuesday and Wednesday was at a whole different location. So it's not even the location of where the fashion show takes place, which is where I assume the orientation will take place. Nope. I'm calling the venue because in my mind, maybe it's at the venue. I'm calling one of the guys. It rang all right, but voicemail wasn't set up. And I'm emailing. Okay, nobody's answering the phone. Nobody's texting me back. Nothing. So I didn't go to orientation. So I have these gifts that they told me to bring to give to all the VIPs, because they have gift bags for the VIPs. I brought my gifts. I'm thinking orientation day is the day I give them the gifts so they can start making these gift bags. Also on Thursday night, they had a mixer, which is a designer and mixer press where you're supposed to go there and network with other designers and the press and talk with the press. The only reason why I knew about that was because I was on their Instagram page, just scrolling, and I seen it. And by that time, it was already too late. So I missed that. When Friday come along, that's when their shows actually start. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I want to say they have 4 shows a day. So we went to like the 1 o'clock show. We showed up. Me and my friend showed up. My gifts in my hand. I'm like, hey, we get up into the line. We go on the red carpet line, which is for the VIP. There's security right there. I'm like, hey, I'm a designer for the show tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. I have my gifts to drop off for the VIP bags. He's like, oh, okay. Stay right here. He go run up and go talk to some people, and then they come back and they bring us. Okay, cool. You know I'm a designer. You know I'm here for the show. There's these. He was Hispanic. It don't matter his race, but there's a point I'm getting at. And then when we get upstairs, there's like 2 black security guards, and you know they're joking and coking it with us, like we having a good time. You know, oh, y'all are troublemakers, blah blah blah. But you know, it's like a funny. They're being nice, okay? Because you know how black people are. When it's not many of us, we tend to come together and look out for each other, and that's exactly what he did when I get to that part of the story. Okay, so I'm looking around. I'm looking for people that look like their staff. I see people in all black with staff badges on. Okay, boom. I go talk to somebody. Come to find out, it's one of the people that the guy put me in contact with who never responded back to me and my things. Also, apparently he's one of the people that I was calling. I'm gonna get to that part. So, I'm talking to him like, hey, I'm a designer for tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. And they was like, oh, what's your line name? I'm like, Jennifer Nicole. He looked on the list. Okay, there. Yep, you're right. I was like, here's my gifts. I'm here to drop them off for the VIP gift bags. It's like, okay, I'll take them. Y'all go enjoy the show. At the end of the show, come find me. Boom. So we go watch the show. You know, I'm enjoying the show. It's looking good. Okay, yeah. I know what to expect. I know what it's going to be like. It's not a real scam, you know? So at the end of the show, we go find him. He comes, he talks a little bit, he introduces me to some guy, and then he runs off backstage. I'm talking to the guy, I'm asking him a ton of questions, like what to expect, blah, 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 blah. And we kind of bonded over the fact that I was military and he's also stationed in Korea as well before. So boom, talk about that, and then he goes and shows me backstage. Backstage is chaos, as you would expect, and he's showing me like, oh, this is the model coach, this is the producer, which is the guy I've been talking to on those calls. So I finally got to meet him in person. I've seen him, you know, video chat, but like, yeah, he's back there doing the whole lights and the camera angles and the music back there. Boom. His wife also there as a designer, and I'm gonna get to that part as well. And she's working, you know, as a staff as well. And then he showed me the 2 makeup artists up there, and he was like, oh yeah, and down those stairs right there is hair and makeup as well. And from the angle I was looking at, yeah, it looked like there's stairs that go all the way down. But it ain't. It's just stairs that go down and come right back up. It's like a loft. But yeah, so he's like, oh yeah, this was blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. The dude comes back. I'm trying my best not to say their names. The dude comes back and he's like, okay, got you set. And then he's like, oh, you know, can't wait to see you at the after party tonight, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, okay, but I don't have my model pass, and I don't have my staff passes, and I don't have, you know, my designer passes and PR passes. I was told I was supposed to get emailed those. I never received them. And he was like, okay. And he leave, and he go grab a bunch of stuff and give it to us. Okay, cool. And then the model coach come over. They introduced me to her, and it was like, she was like, hey, here's my number. Contact me tonight. We could talk about how, you know, want the models to walk out. Cool. I'm contacting her. I called her. Not a response at all. Whatever. Okay, cool. That night is the after party. I didn't know where the after party was at. After digging through their website, I finally found it because it's not where you would think it'd be, where you buy tickets at. And also my friend bought a VIP ticket, paid like almost $400 for it to not get a confirmation email, confirmation code, no anything. So we get there. We walk in, they check our IDs, we get in free. Okay, cool. We go to the VIP section part. It's roped off by that first security guard, the Hispanic guy. And we're like, hey, we're trying to get up. He was like, yeah, you got the passes? I'm like, I got my model pass, my designer pass right here. He's like, no, you gotta have pass for VIP. I said, but I'm a designer, and I was told that as a designer, I get in VIP, and I get 1+1. And I said, my friend right here actually paid for hers. She just don't have a confirmation email or a code, but it's in her transaction. You can see that she literally paid for it. He's like, I know that you're a designer for tomorrow. I'm gonna let you up, but you can't have the VIP wristband to get free drinks. Okay, cool. We get up there. I think my friend bought drinks for us, shots for us. My other friend was already buying drinks, whatever. I wasn't finna pay for that. For one, I'm not really much of a drinker anyway, but I'm not finna pay for something that's supposed to be free for me. No. And then, remember those black security guards I told you about? He saw us. My friend went to go talk to him. He went and got us the wristbands that we deserved. Shout out to him. I'm not gonna say your name because I don't want you to get in trouble, but thank you. Because that was just low down and disrespectful. Like, I paid so much money to come out here, and y'all can't even give me what y'all told me I was going to get. And that little money for the VIP, y'all can spare that because I know how much y'all are getting from all these different designers and models that's working for y'all. But anyway, that's beside the point. So we're having a good old time. Like, the club was nice. The party was nice. We had fun. We stayed there till probably like 1, 2 o'clock. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to go. So we go back to our hotel, sleep, whatever. Then we get up early because it's show day. Showtime at 8:30. We get up early, shower. We pull out all the outfits, start steaming them, pressing them out, make sure everything's straight, start packing everything up, make sure we got everything. Shout out to my friends for actually looking out and actually make sure I got all the small things because I also had to run and take care of Gabby and drop her off with my family, so I can go do my thing. Because they made sure I had everything. Brought lotion for myself so I could put some stuff on before I put on that dress. A comb, pins, the steamer, anything, the scissors, anything that I needed, they brought it to make sure I had, because I was not thinking straight. My mind is all over the place, and I'm still trying to make sure Gabby's straight. Okay, boom. Then, so we get there, 5:30 like they wanted us to. I go to the front because that's the only way I know how to get in. Get it in there at 5:30. Talk to the security guard. He let us up, not knowing that there's a whole back entrance for designers and models. The only reason why I found that out is because I ran back outside to go meet up with my cousin, and these models came up, and they was like, hey, is this where we go to get in? I'm like, yeah, they let me in. I'm a designer. Only for them to come back out and was like, yeah, no, you're supposed to go around the back. And I was upset. You want to know why I was upset? I was upset because I'm carrying a big old giant wedding gown in front of the audience, and I'm carrying a suitcase to try to measle my way backstage. And if you've seen the video, backstage is literally behind that big old screen. There's no other way to get back there unless you go backstage without people seeing you. So people are going to see me try to cut through the stage to go backstage with this giant dress on. Now, as security, you clearly know that I'm a designer. I have my designer badge in my hand, and you still let me go through there? Y'all are low down. Anyway, so I go backstage. My friend who I brought as a model came backstage. We get up there. There's no racks for me with my names on it, but it's like, okay, cool. It still have the 5:30 designers on there. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just wait. We take out the dress. We, flattening out. We start pressing it out. My cousin helped press it out, whatever. My friend who I brought as a model, she's starting to get her makeup done and stuff. And then I'm asking the staff, I'm like, hey, where my models at? I said, I'm the 8:30 show, and I'm ready to get them dressed. She's like, oh, they're in hair and makeup. Remember I told y'all that man told me that hair and makeup is downstairs? But when I got there, there is no downstairs. Come to find out, hair and makeup is in a whole different building at a whole different location. Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool, because it's 5:30, 6 o'clock. I still got time. Hair and makeup, cool. Whatever. It's about 7:45, almost 8 o'clock. Maybe it was 8 o'clock. I don't know. I wasn't keep track of time. I just know the time was winding down really fast, and I didn't have any models. So guess what they started doing? How many models you need? Y'all supposed to know that. I need 14. I brought my one. Y'all supposed to give me 14. You know what I put in the paperwork? So they start scrambling. They started giving me people from their staff. They started giving me the staff little sister. They started giving me pulling models from other designers. So they had to take their clothes off from their designer and put my clothes on. No time to fit anybody. So we just, okay, try this on. Okay, it's too big. Okay, try this on. Oh, it's too small. Okay. And we're, swapping around, chaos. It's good chaos. I get it. But it didn't have to be like that. I wasn't able to showcase 2 of my outfits, but it don't matter. I still had enough. It was supposed to be 15. I think it ended up being like 13, maybe 14. I don't know. I got to count it. But yeah, it was 14 because I brought an extra outfit that I really initially didn't want to showcase, but I'm glad I brought it anyway. So I ended up showing 14. But yeah, then remember I told y'all the model coach. I told these people, they asked me before the show, I told these people I want them to come out at the end, after they do their walk, the final walk. When they do the final walk, I want half of them to be on this side of the stage, half of them to come out on this side of the stage. When they come out from backstage, I want them like this and go down. Pause, pose, whatever, and then come back around. And then go out, and then I come in down the middle, do my little hey, yay, thank you thing. That didn't happen. But tell me why all the other designers after me got that, and I'm the one who requested it. It's okay, because the show still turned out nice, and it looked good, but that's not what I asked for. Okay, and then at the end of the show, tell me why this man in this big old blue suit, I don't know who he is, I guess he's a big man, was like, hey, loved your show. I really want to work with you again. I want to know what we could do better to make this a better experience for you, blah, 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 blah. So clearly, you know, y'all did me dirty. And I don't know if y'all thought that I was just some small time fashion designer, which I am. I'm not known at all. Nobody knows me from a can of paint. But I guess y'all thought that I wasn't going to come and step. So now that y'all know that I'm stepping, that y'all want me to work for y'all again. Work with y'all again. I'm not doing that. Tell myself, oh yeah, we can give you a discount. No. If you want me to come out there, you got to do it for free. Because I'm not wasting my time, my money, my resources. I got to pay for plane tickets to come out here. I'm coming from Korea. That's thousands of dollars, okay? Off the rip. I got to buy materials to make the outfits. I got to pay for a hotel. And still got to eat. I'm not doing that. And y'all want me to buy gifts for the VIP that y'all didn't even have for my show? My family's there sitting front row, paid for VIP tickets, and did not receive the gift bag with any of my stuff in it. And when I asked you about it, oh, we accidentally put it out for the wrong show. First of all, y'all didn't put any of the designer stuff out there. My family said they didn't receive anything from designers. All they got was sponsored stuff like soaps, stuff like that, bath bombs and stuff like that. Y'all ain't get nothing from the actual designers. So people trying to tag me and stuff don't know how to reach me, how to tag me. Luckily, I seen some of my stuff and I was like, hey, that's my collection. And they end up tagging me in it. So now I'm getting more exposure. But like, it wasn't because of y'all. Luckily, my friend was there. Shout out to her. She put me in the magazine, and that opened up some doors for me as well. But if it was not for that, I would have been. So yeah, I'm not going to say their name. I've tagged them in things before, so if you really want to know who they are, you can do some research. But I'm not saying their name. They don't deserve it. They're not bad people, per se. I'm not going to say it's a total scam, but I felt scammed. It wasn't worth the money, in my opinion, for how everything played out. That's all I'm going to say. But I love the experience. You know, I love the outcome of it. Thank God everything worked out. It's all because of him. So, yes. Yeah, that's my story. It's probably more details, but this video is long enough. But check out my sweater. Everybody's been asking about this. I'm thinking about making more and putting it on my website for sale. This was originally just made for myself, to promote myself, my own brand, but everybody seemed to like it. So if y'all gonna rep it, I'll put it on there. Okay, bye. Hold up. I'm watching the video back before I do all my edits. I left some things out, some very important things out. Okay, so remember I told y'all, keep in mind, or I'll get back to this part. I never got back to that part, but I'm about to do it now. The guy I've been calling, blowing his phone up. Tell me why when I get there, the venue, the day before my show, to drop off my gifts. Y'all remember that part of the story? Well, tell me why. He's like, oh, let me get your number. So he pulled out his phone, see the missed calls, and tell me, well, you know how iPhones are. Shares contacts. Even if you don't have that person's name saved, it's like, oh, this may be such and such. You see my name clear as day in bright red, West Jennifer. That's me. You see my phone number on there. And it wasn't my Korean number. It was my American number. So you can't even play like you didn't get it because it was a Korean number. Nope. You saw the missed calls and you did not think to text me back. You did not think to call me back. You knew I was a designer in this show. You knew my show was coming up. You knew I had questions and you refused to answer the phone. You refused to respond back. You refused to give my contact to somebody else who can actually talk to me and give you the information I'm asking for. You know, like I said, voicemail wasn't set up. And then there was something else that I'm missing. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, remember I said I was going to get back to the wife being a designer, also part of the staff? They promoted all her stuff. You see her all up and down their Instagram page, their Facebook page, all their promo videos. It's her. It's her. I have a feeling that all of us small-time designers weren't getting promoted and pushed like they said they would. But all the big-name designers, because I end up meeting a woman who actually has done some stuff for Vogue, who was doing her collection through them, and they're posting her all over the place, tagging her and everything. They end up posting me on their story, but they never tagged me in it. So yes, I saw myself on y'all story, and the story ends in 24 hours. Y'all know that. Y'all didn't post me on your actual page like I did to other people, like you did that wife. But anyway, and then she showcased, I think, all 3 days. I only did it on Saturday. I see what y'all doing. So that, once I found that out, that had me upset too, because it's like, y'all are low down. I wonder if she even paid. You know, she is married to the guy. She probably didn't even have to pay. But yeah, I feel like all the big name designers, I'm not going to say big name, but bigger names, more well-known names, you know, I consider her a big name. You're in freaking Vogue magazine as a designer, and they're talking about you and your collection and your pieces that you put in that, and that you got in that magazine. You're a big name to me, even if other people don't know you and you're not like, you know, all those big name Gucci and Chanel, you know, you're a big name to me. And the fact that I got to work beside you or in the same building as you, I'm humbled. I am blessed. I am thankful to God. I really want to talk to you and get your experience on the whole thing. But I have an idea that your experience is better than mine. And you probably didn't even have to pay to come. And if you did, I feel like you got better treatment than I did. Got more exposure than I did. But yeah, I talked to another designer. She said it was her first time working with them, and she had a bad experience as well. I think she came all the way from London. But yeah. I want to do it again, but if my experience is going to be like that, I don't want to work with y'all. Thankfully, I've been getting a lot of opportunities being presented to me. Unfortunately, with me being active duty, I can't just stop what I'm doing and go. I actually have to put in leave, get that leave approved, and then plan around that. So if it's stuff later in the year, it's more feasible for me to do it. But like, just to drop a hat and just go, I can't do that. But yeah, that's all. I forgot that part. And them the juicy details I forgot to tell y'all. And then old buddy who had my number that wouldn't answer the phone, tell me why he sent me a message telling me some oh, you're famous, because he seen me in that magazine. And he's like, oh, you're famous. I was like, yeah. Ha ha ha. And he's like, oh, I would love to connect with you sometime this week. I said, sure, whenever you're free. That man ain't never responded back. Little do you know, my friend is the reason why I got into that. It wasn't because of y'all, and I'm not thanking y'all for anything. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to work now.